let's talk about the push-up. Now, the reason I want to go in depth about the push-up is because I've seen so many high schoolers do push-ups and just about all of them do it wrong. So I want to point out the things to avoid as well as the things to focus on that should help your push-ups be ideal. Now, the biggest reasons we want to talk about ideal push-ups is because the shoulders are typically so far out of alignment that it's going to hurt you. So I'm trying to prevent the injury to you, making sure that our shoulders are in a proper position. So a few cues that we can use to think about this are, one, we can talk about packing our shoulders, as in pushing them in, right? Taking the shoulder and feeling that tension as we pack them in. Another cue to accomplish the same thing would be thinking about a proud chest. So swelling that chest, making sure it's nice and proud. You should feel your shoulder blades rotate and come down and back and sort of meet. All of a sudden you have this tension in your shoulders. This is a good default posture for you just walking around anyway, to making sure that we have that good, proper posture, but this is also what we want to transfer then to our push-up. So while we have our shoulders packed and we're in the pushing motion, that elbow should then be around a 45-degree angle. So not up here at a 90-degree angle pushing, also not down here where we're having our shoulder or our elbows tucked to our sides, but somewhere in the middle to keep that shoulder in an optimal position. Second biggest mistake I see is where the hips are. Hips normally just, you create this huge V, upside down V with your hips instead of that nice straight line. We want to make sure that our glutes and core are properly engaged to keep those hips in line as we go through our pressing motion. Last thing, range of motion. You guys like to get these little baby push-ups and think you're doing something. No, we need to go down to at least where that elbow breaks a 90-degree angle and then all the way back up. Some of you get that depth, but then you don't get all the way back up. Full range of motion. If you aren't doing that, you're cheating yourself. So putting it all together, making sure that my shoulders are packed and engaged before I even start. My glutes and core are active. Coming down to the bottom, that breaking 90, and back up. While I'm doing these push-ups, I also want to talk about that head position. I don't want you staring up, don't want you staring over to the side, don't want you putting your head down. Keep that neutral spine, tension through the shoulders. That is how we do the push-up.